So I want to start off with a quote from Yogani. I wrote this down, but I can't remember which lesson it's from, but it's a really beautiful quote. So here we go. For thousands of years, humanity has regarded enlightenment as something that's for a chosen few, that's coming from somewhere else or from someone else, a mysterious spiritual blessing that arrives like magic on the doorstep of the anointed ones. This is an incorrect view of humanity and its capabilities. It is self-limiting. In this scientific age, we will come to know the process of spiritual transformation for what it really is, the result of a systematic application of specialized knowledge. The truth is that we all have equal access to the divine through our human nervous system. So I think that's a really wonderful quote, because it underlines what we've been going through for the whole of this program, which is technique. We've been looking at various techniques which we can develop our human nervous system, the gateway to the divine. Now, the human system is such that if we don't do even any practices, slowly we're going to end up going to the same destination. However, with the practices in place, we can go much more quickly, much more effectively. In this lifetime, we can get to the same destination. It's from the work of thousands of years with the saints and the seers over the millennia that we have access to this information. So today is the time. Today is the time where we have all of this knowledge, and it's there. It's the information age. The knowledge is there. It's there for us to access. So AYP uses these techniques to address three basic principles of the human transformation. By human transformation, I mean where we came from and where we're going to. I mean, we started off as animals in the savannah, and we've been developing and developing and developing over how many thousands of years. That's up for you to decide. But we got to the stage now where we're really flying in that transformation direction. The human transformation is happening all over the world. If you look what's happened just in the last 100 years, it's incredible. So in the AYP approach, we have three basic principles for that human transformation. The first one is the cultivation of abiding inner silence. The second one is the cultivation of ecstatic conductivity and radiance. And the third one is the joining of these two into an outpouring of ecstatic bliss and unity in daily life. 1, 2, 3. Inner silence, ecstatic conductivity, and the joining of the two into our daily experience outside of our practice time. In this program, we've been dealing with the ecstatic conductivity part. We've been dealing in cultivating prana. We started way back in lesson 1, speaking about pranayama, what is prana, and the following lessons, from lesson 1 until the last lesson, we've been learning various techniques of how to cultivate that prana, that ecstatic conductivity. Now, it's very, very important to understand, I've been trying to explain through all of the lessons, that pranayama is not a standalone practice. We said 1, 2, and 3. So if we only did the ecstatic conductivity part, then we wouldn't have a very balanced practice at all. In fact, we can get into a lot of trouble, as we've discussed on this program, with the Kundalini. So we need to be careful that we have a balanced practice. That's why in the AYP system, we start off with inner silence, ecstatic conductivity, inner silence, and the joining of those two, making our yoga.